Hello, I'm Emmett Holman. As of June 2016, retired from the philosophy department at George Mason University, where I taught for 45 years. And I'll be teaching an encore learning course entitled Philosophical Foundations of Morality. That title reflects the approach that philosophers typically take to moral issues or ethical issues. I'll use those terms interchangeably. They're not content just to address individual moral or ethical issues as they come down the pike. Rather, they aspire to develop a general theory of morality that can then be applied to the individual moral issues. And ideally, a theory that has universal validity, that has objective validity that transcends individual cultures or individual opinions. Now, maybe some of you are saying that that last aspiration is a bridge too far, because some of you might think, isn't morality relative to culture or individual opinion? And indeed, that view does have a certain amount of plausibility. My experience, however, is that I can pretty easily talk somebody out of that, or at least give them serious second thoughts. All I have to do is to come up with a moral issue that that person feels very, very strongly about, and then they'll tend to back off. So, how about genocide? How about slavery? Do you really believe, for example, that what the Nazis did to the Jews and other minorities, even though it's wrong relative to our culture, is right relative to their culture, and there's no higher standard whereby we can say that it's really wrong? Do you really believe that? Well, when faced with cases like that, most people aren't so sure they want to be moral relativists anymore. Now, granted, that doesn't show that moral relativism is wrong, but it does show something else that is important, that virtually nobody is consistently a moral relativist. All of us, in at least some of our moments, do believe that there's an objective standard of right and wrong. Now, some of us in other of our moments believe that there isn't. A lot of people are suffering from what a former colleague of mine called intellectual schizophrenia on this issue. So, what do we do about this? Well, I submit that one thing to do about it is to take a course on the philosophical foundations of morality and see what some of the historically important philosophers have had to say on this. Maybe that will cure your intellectual schizophrenia. And even if it doesn't, it will help fine-tune your thinking on these matters. And that's what my course will be about. There will be a fair amount of reading for the course, details of which will be forthcoming in due time. So that's the course. I hope to see many of you there. Good day.